Hi, this is Adam. This is another Eye on North Carolina blog. We're here in Asheville, North Carolina at the Asheville Salt Cave. I am really excited to be here. This is something I've been looking forward to going to for a long time. It's a really therapeutic place. Helps with a lot of ailments that many people have. I'm here with Jody, part owner. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Adam. Thanks for being here.
You're welcome, of course. How did you get the Salt Cave up and running, and what was the inspiration behind it?
Sure. So really kind of came from my father, who's a pharmacist. He was traveling down here, and he has asthma, he has allergies, and he got into a terrible car accident where he punctured a lung. And he was on his way down here, obviously having a lot of breathing trouble. And they like to stop in Williamsburg, Virginia. And when they stopped there, it was raining, so they didn't know what to do. So they called me and asked me, "Do you know what a salt cave is?" And I said, "No." And they said, "Well, I have a pamphlet of information here that says it's good for respiratory issues." I said, "Oh, you should go and try it out." And he went into a treatment one time, and it helped for him for about 2.5 weeks after going into one treatment where he didn't have to use his inhaler for that period of time. And he was pretty much sold on it and wanted to bring that to the world so that he could help other people who had a lot of those issues. We found a location about 4 years after that and found a builder and just kind of started the process, slowly figuring out more about the scientific side of salt and the scientific side of water and how they really affect the body and how important it is for each of us on a day-to-day basis to have that inside our system. So he kind of really brought the intention in and then became a family business. So my brother, my sister, my mom, and my dad and I are all involved in some way, shape, or form within the business, helping to make it an awesome space for people to come and heal and relax and take a breath. So the sessions last 45 minutes. Each of them start at the top of every hour. Sessions we have last a little bit longer, like we do things that are events throughout the month, so things like Tai Chi classes, yoga classes, meditation classes, couples massages, things along those lines, so they can last a little bit longer of a period of time. But each session mostly starts for the 45 minutes, which 45 minutes actually being in the space is like being at the beach for 4 days, so it's kind of equivalent to that concentration that we're holding within the space.
I'd like to be at the beach for 4 days.
Me too.
But this kind of condenses it.
Yes,
yeah.
totally.
And what type of clients come in? Looking for the physical, looking for the emotional?
Yeah, so we have lots of people that come for all different reasons. Some people don't even know why they're showing up here. They show up here and they're interested to find out more about it. Some people, like more my locals, come for more beneficial services, things that they're trying to battle, from asthma and allergies to skin conditions or digestive disorders, circulatory problems. So it kind of runs all the gamuts of the body. Can be also beneficial for people that don't really have much wrong with them, but we all get colds and flus, and we want to balance out our pH levels and build up the immune system to fight off colds and flus. So it kind of runs all the gamuts of the body. Some people come in just for the emotional side to shut off from the day-to-day of cell phones and computers and driving fast and living our lives in this rat race that we live in. Yeah. So it's kind of a nice way to kind of become quiet and go internal as well. So this particular type of salt, which is from Poland, actually contains the same 84 trace elements that we naturally find within our bodies. It has elements such as iron, magnesium, copper, iron, iodine, things along those lines which our body naturally needs. And we've created a particular microclimate here where we have 2 water features that feed our cave, making it a completely sustainable environment. We are one of only 2 in America that uses this treatment. Many other salt rooms use a dry air system, so we're a little unique in using the moist air. We use the wet treatment, which actually, when you bring water and salt together, they are the 2 elements that the body needs to actually function throughout your day. So they're very important to utilize together.
It being with a moist environment, that actually creates the this living entity, which you'll notice on the features, the water features, they have a cauliflowering effect that's happening. So the living, growing cave is very unique here in the United States.
The 2 water features contain what's called Soleil, so it's a water and salt concentration that is naturally found within our bodies. We find it in our embryonic fluids, we find it in our primal oceans, and all life actually begins from this salt and water concentration, so really important for our day-to-day living and who we are.
It's really mellow and relaxing. I'm here with a client, Hannah, who's going to tell us more about the benefits of her personal benefits with the Salt Cave.
So I started investigating the healing properties of salt because I have a son who was diagnosed with asthma when he was 2. He was on a lot of heavy medications, which I began to worry about the long-term effects of that. The owner of the Salt Cave, Jody, is a friend of mine and actually gave me a salt inhaler to try with my son. And so he started using this every day. He now is off of his maintenance inhaler and he just does the salt inhaler. And then we're able to cut his albuterol treatments in half. So he can use, if he's having an asthma attack, he'll do one of his albuterol puffs and then one of his salt puffs, and we can do that for a total of 4 times. And so maximizing the benefits of the salt, still getting him the help that he needs. And so
do you have any suggestions for other families that struggle with children that have, you know, asthma or other issues, respiratory issues?
Absolutely, come in. They have actually toys for kids, so you can see there's fine salt grains on the ground. And my son comes in and he plays with trucks and cars, and they have kid sessions, so it's not interrupting. If you want to come in and completely meditate, you probably don't want a bunch of kids in there, so they have specific times set aside just for kids, and they bring in toys, and I still get to relax. It's awesome. I get to talk to other parents, and the kids get to come in and play and have fun. It's great.
Nice. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And there's so many benefits here in this salt cave, and I think everyone should definitely check it out. So I would like to thank everyone for giving us a great tour of the Salt Cave here in downtown Asheville, North Carolina. I'm already very relaxed. I really love it in here. It's great on so many levels, and I recommend everyone coming out here to have, you know, an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to just really relax and have a good time. It's definitely a great place, and this is another Eye on North Carolina vlog, and we'll see y'all soon.